Hello, SGDQ 2021. My name is ChirpingMatt, and we are going to be running ALTF4. This is a 3D platformer rage quit game from earlier this year. We had an incentive running to decide what background music we would be using, and it looks like Spaghetti Western made a late push, and that's what we're going to be doing. So, we got a little opening cutscene. I will give you a countdown when the time is about to begin. So we are a knight traveling with our companion little chicken. We're going to get through a whole mess of obstacles. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here's the live band that plays the background music. What do you do when they're not playing the right music? You throw live chickens at them until they play what you want. And here is the Spaghetti Western music. Unfortunately, there's no way to preserve the music choice through reset, so the only way for us to set that music is to give up a few seconds in the run. Alright, so let's talk about the rage quit aspect of this game. Throughout the game, there will be save points that we can shoot down using our chickens, but these aren't permanent saves. These are one-time save points. They will let you respawn once, but then if you die again before getting another save point, you go all the way back to the beginning. So that's the rage quit aspect of the game. Normally in a speedrun for this, we wouldn't even bother with save points, but we are going to do it for marathon safety. Here's the first major trick, the super jump. We get a jump as we run onto the launching platform and try to get all the way over to this pier. There's also a ragdoll mechanic that we use to help us out and prevent fall damage. The ragdoll mechanic can do weird things to your momentum, and in that case, it made us not quite make it, so it's a good thing we got that save point. We can just give it another try really quick. We also have some backup spots if we don't quite get the right jump. This one, I think, looks good. Yeah, this should be good. As long as the ragdoll doesn't send us too far. That can happen sometimes. All right, so we're on the docks. We got to watch out for the flying fish. And coming up real soon is the next major trick of the run, the cannonball boost. You see that pirate ship in the distance? It is shooting cannonballs at us. We time a jump with the blast. We can use it to get across the water real fast. So, how many of you know that game show Human Tetris, or sometimes it's called Hole in the Wall? We're going to be doing a little bit of that. We've got these holes to jump through. We got a moving hole, nice. And some doors to go through. Do not get tricked by the open door. We gotta follow the arrow and make sure you leave a good Steam review. Otherwise, you get a hammer to the face. All right. Then pigs to jump over. We got time for a quick donation if you have a quick one to slip in.
Sure, absolutely. We've got, let's see, $50 from Rainbow Lucio. Love what you're doing. Keep it up. Hey, keep it up. You're doing great.
All right, so we got another save point here at the bottom of the wall. Gotta be a little careful about these platforms. Sometimes you can land on it. It's good to just take that slow and make sure you don't walk off the platform. So we'll go back and hit the save point. So climbing up the wall is all about cycles. There are a lot of retracting platforms on the wall, but the cool thing about these cycles is that we can kind of just ignore them, because even when they're retracted, we can still stand on the edge like that. Missed that platform. We'll just have to climb back up there. Yeah, a good speedrun of this can be done in under 5 minutes, but because there's very much the potential for errors, we gave ourselves a good time cushion here. Okay, so can we get another donation, because I'm messing this up a little bit.
No worries, you're doing great. $25 from Poetics. A huge thank you to the tech crew who keeps GDQ looking so polished event after event. Your efforts are noticed and appreciated.
Okay. Also, a couple times up the wall section, there's going to be these swinging platforms that we have to get a jump from. I'm going to wait for this cycle. I'm not going to risk that. So just get a running jump when it's on its swing, get a long jump over here. Here's another section of the retracting platforms, another case of us just ignoring the cycles and doing it anyway. Okay, so up here, like this, oh, I jumped a little bit too early. Oh no, more donations please.
Gotcha, we got $5 from eMoney. Just wanted to thank all the runners, the hosts, and donors for their efforts promoting a great cause. You want some more? I'm ready. I got your back.
Keep her going.
Yeah. $25 from Tabby and Jeb. We both watch every year, and heck, you're all amazing. Greetings from near Canada, and keep hydrated.
All right, we're almost back to where we were.
I'll give you one more. We've got $25 from Carson. This is a very silly block. Thanks. You're not wrong.
Oh yeah, this game is very silly. All right, we're finally back there. So this is the next swinging platform, and this is actually an intended shortcut, but I actually find it easier than the regular way. Normally we would YOLO this jump, because this is a marathon. I stop for a little bit to actually watch where the cycle of those spinning blades was. And here's our next checkpoint. This one, if I'm gonna miss a checkpoint, this is the one I'm okay with missing because the next section is pretty consistent, but if we do hit it, I will go ahead and grab it. We've got horses shooting barrels at us, and it's a good thing we grabbed that save point. So the horses started a little bit earlier than they normally do. All right, we have a little jump across the way here. We've got some knights down there. The chickens that we throw are also very deadly. They damage on contact, including you, so make sure not to hit your own chickens. We got time for another donation here. So all we gotta do is run up and dodge the barrels.
Sure thing. $25 from Okame Karas. Loving the marathon so far. Keep up the great work, everybody.
All right, this save point we are not gonna get because we have a little shortcut here jumping onto the tower. Normally this section of the rolling logs is very difficult to avoid the fish, but if we just jump on the water wheels, it's super easy. All right, we got a little boost jump here. This checkpoint is really important because there's a very difficult trick up here that I'm only going to try once, and if we fail it, we could die, so we definitely want to have that save point. So the section coming up is full of rotating platforms and also missile launchers. What makes the trick especially difficult is that the missile launchers are on random cycles every time you load the area. So how quick or slow they're shooting is random every time you load in. So that can make it difficult to time. What we are going to try to do is get a missile to hit us over the mountain that we are facing right there. Normally there would be a hammer that stops you from going through that hole, but we're going to try to get launched over the mountain. There's a little shortcut here. Normally it wants you to go all the way around those platforms, but if we just stand on top of this direction arrow, we can cut through that. I'm going to wait to make sure I see where this cycle is at. All right, there we go. And this is the missile that we have to get hit by. Just kind of seeing where, how quick or slow the cycle is. Okay, we didn't quite get the right angle, so I'm only going to try that once. You actually do have an invisible health bar, and your only visual indication of how much health you have left is how many of your limbs are bleeding. You only have enough health to attempt that trick once per life. So in order to attempt that again, we would have to die and use our save point and try it again, which is really risky, so that's why I'm only trying that once. We're gonna go the normal way. So we just have one more set of moving platforms to get. I find the most consistent way to do that, the lighter side of the platform moves faster when you're standing on it. So what I try to do is jump from the fast side onto the slow side of the next platform. We have one more save point here that we're going to grab for safety. So we've got a seesaw here and a bunch of pistons shooting back and forth. What's an interesting thing about this area is that if you get the right jump off that seesaw, you can actually skip the trigger for these next set of pistons. They're supposed to be pistons here, and they're not going because we jumped over the trigger. And that makes it real easy. Unfortunately, we can't skip these triggers, but there are nice, easy save points that we just jump between. Do not be scared of the pistons right next to us. We are totally safe in those areas. This is the final save point. We've got one last tricky section. These platforms will disappear over time, but there are missile launchers below us shooting at us, so we have to pay attention to where those cycles are and jump through it safely. And the final run-up, be ready on time, because once we get to the gate of that castle, we are done. There's some knights in this area. We just got to avoid those. Jump up to the side to avoid the spinners, and time is coming up shortly. And there is time. A little longer than I wanted because I messed up the wall quite a bit. But that's a good run there. Yeah. Oh, hello? I can't hear. Is the host speaking? Because I can't hear it.
I haven't spoken yet, but I can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're done with the run there.
Give it up one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for ALTF4 and ChirpingMatt. That was a really fantastic Soulsborne run. I want to say it's the best in the series. I think it's really, really good. Thank you so much for that incredible piece of speedrunning tech. Let me give you guys a few more of your donations as we come up here on Timegate Nights Chase, the last part of our silly block. That's right. You can only be silly for one more game. This is it. Everything else after this, deadly serious. Got $10 from the Broken Lords podcast. Thanks, SGDQ, for getting us through our day jobs this week. $50 from John Gabriel UK. I don't remember Dark Souls looking like this. No. That's Dark Souls. That was it. It was, I mean, did you see him? He was a knight. He rolled. That was it. Might have been. The chat says that was the Elden Ring beta. It's exactly what it's gonna be. $5 from the Knight's Chicken. Why do you keep throwing me? What did I do? And then he gives a little sad face with a teardrop. And oh man, Chicken, I'm sorry. A lot earlier, I asked for some donations from the, quote, other side of the pond, because it's early here on the East Coast of the U.S. And so we've got a whole bunch of those. $20 from GFM. Silly block is the best block. Greetings from Brazil, which isn't much later than their cartridge blowers. That's the other side. I think everything that's not, in the continental United States for me is the other side of the pond. There's ponds everywhere. There's a pond like directly to the south of me. You got it. Thank you so much for your donation, GFM. $25 from Austin in Japan. Hello from another side of the pond. There's so many ponds. I love this. $25 from Bored Steve. Good morning from the UK. I'm watching this whilst in a meeting at work. Give me some stupid racing games. You got a bunch of racing games. You got them. We had Wheels. We had Porsche Unleashed. We had so many others. You got it. We had you covered, Steve. $7.50 from Salz Wazlib. Your wish is my command. Good evening from Australia. So keen for the runs ahead. Thank you to all the volunteers who put so much work into this event. Love you all. $10 from OC. Silly and awful blocks are my favorites. Smiley face. I want to point out here that he wrote the words smiley face, and I love that. Thank you so much, OC. $50 from Thomas A. Anderson. I'm not good at haikus, but here's my little try. Honk, 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 honk. Honk, 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 honk. Honk, 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 honk. If you didn't guess already, this donation goes towards naming the Pokemon trainer Honk. May the Matrix be with you. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. I really appreciate that. I have a master's degree in English, so let's see. Honk, honk, honk. That's probably a haiku, I think. Yeah, that counts. Okay, I hope you're still firmly in silly mode. I hope I didn't turn it off yet, because we are still here for the last entry in the silly block. It's Timegate Nights Chase by Arnaud. Take it away.